So we'll go ahead and start the meeting for November 3rd, 2020. Bob, do you want to talk about concessions since we've kind of wrapped it up for a while?
Sure. We had another good weekend, $2,100 in sales, and that puts us at $35,086 was our sales just at the one time at Grocery Outlet, and the rest were at Safeway.
Right.
That was we concessions all together so far. We started out at Squatch Fest in January. We did 950, and then we had Farmers Market for 4,062. Add the Squatch Fest in there, so we're at 40,098 on our concession sales.
Good.
Compared to last year, we did 73,000, but we had Go Forth, which was 21,800, and the Cowlitz County Fair was 13,000. So we pretty much made up for all the events that we've lost. And I just got a quick list here of those, if you bear with me here. Earth Day, Fish Frolic, Kelso Car Show Downtown, Tour de Blast, Go Forth celebrations, Spirits of Longview, Lake Concerts, Kalama Fair, Squirrel Fest, Rodeo and Fair, Antique Car Show, Highlander Festival, and Extreme Machine were the ones that we weren't able to go to this year with our concessions. So I think we did a good job. Kettle Corn, thank God that we picked that up a notch a couple years ago.
That's a lot to lose, Bob, and you guys did a great job clawing that 35 grand.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've been doing concessions every week since May 30th. We started out at the farmers market on the 30th and ran through October 31st, which is 5 months or 22 weeks. A couple of those had 5 in there. The only weekend we missed during that time was September 12th and 13th, which was the smoke weekend. So mute everybody.
Hal, you want to mute everybody?
I just muted. I was muting where the noise came through.
Okay.
Somebody's got a TV or something. Phil has noise in the background. Go ahead, Phil.
I just wanted to mention, Bob, that if you compare this to the cost of goods, the cost of doing business, this has been a whole lot less expensive than what it took to raise the other money, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep.
Okay, who has stuff in their background, please?
Yeah.
Phil, we got to turn you off because you have something in the background.
He has grandkids, lovely grandkids.
Sounded like a TV.
Yeah, like a TV. Okay. All right, good job, Bob. Tom, anything on the Christmas lights? Where's Tom?
Good on, Millie.
Yeah. I'm leaving tomorrow morning for Minnesota till 16th. So, gee, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So you haven't heard from Rex?
No.
Okay.
Good luck, Tom.
All right.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think Bob's available. We were going to give him 2 weeks off, but forget that.
All right, we'll have to try to find out and see what's going on with the lights.
I turned it over to Lloyd, so
okay.
he's in charge now.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to get some information if we can.
You gotta get one more for you left, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd, you could be down there screwing in every light bulb by yourself.
Yeah. Kim Botero, anything for Zone?
Yeah, a couple of things I'd like to bring up. Very important this coming weekend, this Saturday, is our District 19 convention. Very important for the club presidents and secretaries to sign into that as part of your Club Excellence Award program to go through. It's a great program, and $20 instead of about $300 is quite a savings.
Yeah.
And the program will go all day. You pick the programs you want. I sent you all a copy, or I sent all the officers a copy anyway of the agenda for the meeting. It's really interesting that you pick and choose which ones you want to go to and listen to that. You don't have to spend the entire day like some of us are supposed to. But the program will be lasting, and I think Peter can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's they're going to be available for 30 days that we can take and use those for things like we're doing today with guest speakers to bring up some of the issues that are facing us. And you know, with this pandemic going on, it's a different world for the Lions Club and any service club. One way we learn how to work together is through things like this, and it's very outstanding that we have this Zoom program available for all of us to participate in. The other thing I'd like to bring up is we're getting close to our walk and knock. I'm very proud of all 7 clubs in the G1 district are going to participate in one way or another. The Klamath meeting last night, they were talking about having a drop-off spot plus walking and not knocking on certain doors in the communities where the people would not be able to get into town so quick. The Boy Scout troop is also taking part in that with them. But all 7 clubs are doing something special for the walk and knock. And I think Greg has more information on what's going on. I think locally we're doing the drop spot. Anyhow, they're living up to what we believe in Lions as we serve, and we're providing for those who can't afford. I attended the Surrey BC Club last night. They do something that's really interesting, that they're going to pick 10 families with children that will not have a Christmas, and they're putting baskets together to deliver to those families. Quite a few of their members chipped in on it without taking another budget, but they're doing very well up there. But it was a good program and a good thought, something that we might think about. Other than that, we're doing very good. I appreciate all the officers for putting in their MMRs. We are starting to have some problems with members aren't paying their dues within the 7 clubs, but we're working on that. We'll get that taken care of. Other than that, thank you. Appreciate all that you guys do.
Cindy?
I'm just going to tag on with Ken. On the Aurora that I sent out, I attached the convention, how to get signed up, and also the schedule of classes. So that's there for you to look at if you want to look at them.
Okay. Okay, Greg, you have anything for like a membership or walk and knock?
I do on walk and knock. Tonight, Mark Kelch, Tom Gunn from Rotary, and the lady that runs the Help Warehouse, we have a meeting. We'll be deciding exactly what we can do and what we cannot do. The health department has put some restrictions in there. But the way it is right now, it looks like we'll have 4 drop sites. One over at the Cap Building, one out on Ocean Beach, one at the Kelso Mall, and one out in Lexington, probably at the park. So as soon as I get more information, I'll relay that to the club members.
Okay.
We're not going to have the anywhere near the amount of manpower because of the drop and go situation. So be kind of a reprieve for our tremendous members that come out every year and spend the whole day either walking or packing the groceries in the truck. So a little different. We'll just bend with the wind. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Let's do any happy or sad bucks. Bill? Unmute. Yeah.
I have two happy dollars. Well, actually, more like 3 or 4 or 5. First of all, kudos to Dolly for sending me an invoice for dues. I realize that it's a subtle trick to get money out, but I also appreciate it very much because I'm pretty sure I would have been delinquent otherwise. And so I really appreciate that. So yay, Dolly. Secondly, and for the rest of those, I'm home after spending the weekend in the hospital.
Ooh.
And my sodium level dropped rather precipitously, and it turns out that's a very dangerous condition. And I'm not recovered as much as they'd hoped before sending me home, but I convinced the doctor that he'd be dealing with a stark raving lunatic if he didn't let me out of there. So he did. He saw the light. So anyway, it's good to be home.
All right. Marilyn?
We have a happy buck. We just refied our home and cut about 4 years out of our contract, which was really nice.
Yeah.
It dropped our interest rate almost in half, so it was a little under 2.5. And, you know, our son is a mortgage manager for a mortgage business up in Bellevue. So, you know, we go through our son, Leroy. But he proposed an opportunity for us to save some money, and so it was pretty exciting. So on today, we are final. It has been posted, and we're just waiting for the payment details.
All right.
That's exciting.
Oh, yeah. Anybody else? Ken?
I'm going to pay a happy dollar because I know Peter is going to put on that special face mask and show everybody how proud he is.
Again.
Okay, Hal.
Well, this is I guess a happy, sad dollar. The biopsy I had last week, results came back, and I have a papillary carcinoma on my thyroid. I have a pre-op in the morning. The end result is the doctor says, well, if you get a cancer, this is the best one to get. And I'm going, okay. Okay, so there you go.
All right.
And I'm happy my brother is on.
Yeah. We're all happy to see you, Pat.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there he
Yeah, good to see you, Pat.
Yeah.
Pat.
Okay. Anybody else? Oh, Bob? Unmute.
Happy buck for the bags for the kettle corn. Louis did all the legwork on that, phone calls back and forth, sending pictures and drawings. And anyway, we put those out, and all the Lions thought they were great. And I had several customers from the time I delivered to the car and went back with their product and got their money and told me that, man, they had no idea what we did that much for the community. So,
there you go. Yeah.
It was a great looking bag, and I think it'll help our sales down the road.
Yeah.
So,
And Dwayne's showing it right there. So good job.
Yeah. Here it is.
Yep.
I've got a piece of white paper behind it.
Yep. It really looks good.
really cool.
Yeah.
The fine print is a list of all the services that project supports, things we do in the community, which is great.
Yeah.
Good thing to put on the bag.
Okay, anybody else? Greg?
Yeah, I talked to Cindy Sessions yesterday. She took a spill again.
Hey.
This this time she didn't hit her head, she hit her shoulder and she broke her collarbone.
Oh, geez.
And it's her left arm and it's in a sling and she's left-handed. So she's had to learn how to do everything with her right hand.
Oh.
Oh, my bag looks better.
I did ask her if there was alcohol involved and she said no.
Okay, Dwayne?
President Darlene, fellow Lions, and any guests we may have, I'm happy this is election day, so all the political advertisements can stop.
Really good. That's a good one.
Okay. Anybody else?
Pat,
Oh, Pat.
President Darlene, fellow Lions and guests, I gotta, whenever I can see you guys again, I'll chip in $10. I'm still alive. And that's a pretty good feeling. Had a pretty rough week last week. The vitamin B12 gave me no energy, and I slept most of last week. And I'm happy that Hal's situation is at least going to fix itself. Let's see. Another happy buck would be that those bags look phenomenal. And just happy to be here, you guys. Just happy to be here.
Great to see you, Pat.
Yeah. There you go, Pat.
Yeah.
Take it there, buddy.
Okay, Tom?
Yeah, just again, just thanks to Louis for all the legwork that he did on those bags, because he did a lot of back and forth with that guy. I mean, they texted, and I mean, it was a work. Cindy probably helped quite a bit on that too, but.
Right. Welcome to my world, Louie. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyway, that's and a happy buck that I'm leaving tomorrow to hunt with my grandson.
All right.
Hey, two baby guys.
All right. Okay, anybody else? Okay. Oh, Louis?
On those bags, I had some help from the Kathleen and Larry Dyson. Their daughter helped with the
design
graphics on that bag too. So
Right.
I worked with her on it, and we finally came to an agreement what we wanted. And so we owe our thanks to her.
And her name is Roxanne?
No, Hillary.
Hillary.
Okay, I just got a text back from Rex on the Christmas lights, and he was hoping, Tom, that you'd set up some time at the shop. So I just texted him back and said you're out of town tomorrow through the 17th. So I haven't heard back yet, so we'll have to have somebody kind of take over. Well, if we want the lights done, I guess. So.
Thanks, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lloyd.
Well, yeah.
Tom.
Well, I'll see if I get an answer back before the end of the meeting. Maybe I can get an answer back. So, Marilyn, would you like to introduce our guest speaker for today?
I would. First of all, this is Executive Peter Anderson, and formerly known as a District G Lion. I'm going to read just a little bio. Steve and I met Peter at a convention, probably for the first time, when he was in District G. Peter joined Lions actually in 2001 while working at a bank. I quote Peter, "The bank president said to me, I had to join." Peter's response was, "Okay, but what are the Lions?" To which the bank president responded, "It doesn't matter. The bank will pay for it." Peter became a Lion 7 months later at a district convention while listening to an eyeglass mission trip in central Mexico. After joining the Lions, and this was in Iowa, where he was working at the bank, then moving back to his home state of Washington, Peter joined the District G Lions in Washougal in 2008. Peter took being an active Lion, holding leadership positions in his home club, eventually serving as zone chair in G6. He then moved to Bellingham to start his dream job, working for the Lions MD19 as executive director. A little trivia to note, Peter was 46 years old when he took this position, and Patty Allen, who was retiring, had been there for 46 years. So, just a little fun. Another little trivia note, I remember Peter, and you're still an individual, Peter, for sure. But when we met Peter, he tended to dress with a sport jacket, as I remember, and some more casual items below, including no socks and maybe some sandals or loafers or something. But he's always created a wonderful identity and a wonderful humor and provided fun while being a serious Lion. And it's just been a really great time to know him. Peter's wife, Rebecca, is also a Lion, and she's also our multiple district border crossing newsletter editor. And so she does a really fine job with that. If you have not seen the border crossing, we want you to go to md19lions.org, and check out the border crossing. You can access it there. Also, he says someday that he and Rebecca, since they have family down here, are going to try to get by on a Tuesday and meet with us. So maybe after we get to meet. But I asked Peter if he would come today and just fill us in a little bit more detail about our MD19 convo. You've already heard a good overview of it. And so, Peter, we want you to share more. Peter?
Thank you. Yeah, District G really has been, for many years, it's felt like I'm coming home. We've been up here now for about 3.5 years. And it's been just in the last, maybe 6 months when we've gone down, and we don't feel like we're going home. We feel like we're traveling now. And prior to that, we've always felt like we're going home coming down to District G. And so I thank you for that, because it is, it's been a good transition up here. There's been some stumbling blocks. World pandemic was never in my training. We didn't have anything that covered any of this. So this has all been brand new to me. We've also had some challenges on the international convention side of things, because now we're not sure whether we're even going to go to Montreal. That's where it's supposed to be happening. We didn't get to go to Singapore. And Montreal, what I've been told is make your registration, go ahead and make your hotel reservations, hold off on making a plane ticket reservation. So, that's the only statement that they've made to me so far on that. But it is certainly a question as to what's going to happen going into the future. We are doing everything we've always done, just doing it a little bit differently now. There was a reference to the MD19 website, and I'm going to show that screen for a moment, because if you haven't been on this before, J.D. Miller put this together, and he actually is the one that administers it. And we actually do feed him information to keep updating on this. But this is just got a whole ton of information on it, including right there, the MD19 Convention 2020. It's got a link in it. It tells you where to go and why you should do that. And when we talk about the convention, this is our 99th convention that we've held in MD19. It is the first virtual convention we've held in MD19. We are doing things with this because we have the ability to. We are offering over 50 sessions, seminars, and social times. You can get together virtually like we're doing today. And I know a lot of us are getting very tired of this screen. It is just not the same thing as when you're actually there with somebody. But it's what we've got. It's what we can work with. If some of you went to the USA Canada Forum that was just recently held virtually, there were some challenges with that, logged into that, which was really unfortunate because they had put together a pretty good show. We think we could just a little bit better. We have an opportunity to go to this. If you actually do your $20 registration, follow the steps to get logged in. You'll go through Eventbrite to get your ticket. That link is right there. And everywhere down through here, load the flyer here, email us, just do it. Any of this will take you there. When you get to the registration process with Eventbrite, there is a little bit of confusion on that. It was my first time of using Eventbrite. So we have a chance for you to register and also get a convention pin if you want. The convention pin looks like. Actually, are you still seeing me, or are you seeing the screen up here? I don't know.
We're just seeing we see a little bit of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So the convention pin, I had thought we were going to do a virtual convention pin for the virtual convention, but I got overridden and they wanted to actually do a pin. So shout out to the Pin Traders group of MD19. They actually paid for the pins for us. So kept the cost down for us on that, which was excellent. The pin there's only 300 of them. So if you want to mark that, you check that box. It don't cost to get the pin, but you have to check both boxes that you want to get. Then it gets tricky. For some people, they are actually looking at that and thinking they bought 2 tickets. They delete everything out and start over, and their credit card ends up getting charged twice. We got that cleared up, but it is the way that we're looking to do the convention. All that information will slide over to this platform, and that is what you're going to see when you get your invitation, which is going to go out for those that are registered. We'll send that out Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And that will allow you to come into this site and see the convention, enjoy the convention. And as was talked about earlier, that $20 investment, you can spend all day here, all night here, and for the next 30 days, you can camp out here, just check out the seminars. Or you can spend an hour and come back later. It is just like any other convention you would be at. You go in through the blue doors to get to the seminars and events. And if you were to go on to the word sessions, that will bring you up with this item. And that shows the opening notes and it lists all of the seminars. And on the left-hand side, it says all days. On-demand is in the middle. The on-demand are the ones in the library. So these are sessions that you can watch at your own time, whenever you want to. All days are the ones that are actually showing live events. Those will all be recorded and end up in the library. So again, if you don't get a chance to join us on Saturday, get the registration paid anyway, and you can come in and you'll see everything that we've got access to. One of the real interesting sessions I think we've got planned is coming down to it because it is just a really interesting sounding thing. And self-defense from the dark side. That is actually a blind martial arts instructor who will be teaching that. Andy is a legally blind, sighted and went blind. He is a martial arts master. His wife Colette is also a master at it. So they will be teaching self-defense from the dark side. And really, what he's trying to do is get awareness. So you're a little more aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Now, that's going to be done. We've also got the ABCs of public speaking. We've got some training classes. We've got some social event classes. We've got some mandatory classes if you're a zone chair if you're club president, club secretary, club treasurer, they've all got that. The blind side is actually a video that was put out by the Washington State Blind Department, and it's just a really interesting. Like they kind of spoof it a little bit, but they do it in an educational manner, and it really. When I watched that, I thought to myself, I had an aunt that when I was growing up, she was blind, and so I thought I was pretty good about it. I knew what was going on. But I saw myself in that video, so it was just a really eye-opening moment for me. It was well worth the time to see that one. That is also going to the welcome lobby, and you've got a section where you can set up your profile. And when you do that, update my profile. This is where it makes a lot of fun for the convention goers. Because you can fill out all the details that you want. All I actually absolutely need, is your first name, last name, and your email. But if you fill out anything else, including what some of your interests are, and I know, Hal Palmer, I know that you like to hike the Himalayan mountains. Yep. I've done that too. And because we've both done that, we find out that connection in here. We can actually meet and greet and say hello and find other people that have got similar likes. It's just got a lot of stuff in here. I know many of our club members are not going to use all the details that they can put into here. But the more we put in, the more enjoyable it is for everybody. I would like everybody to please put your photograph in there. Some kind of a photo so we can identify you when you're coming in. We've got the speaker directory. This is a list of all those that are actually doing seminar sessions. And you'll recognize several of the names. And Alan Hunt is in there. Delanine Mansell's. Dr. Jose Marrero is our international director guest. He is from Puerto Rico. We had originally scheduled him when we were thinking we were doing a live session in October, and we thought he was going to be joining us. That's changed, obviously, and now we're into November, and he is still going to come and join us, but it's going to be done through the magic of the internet and Zoom. And you just list all of the speakers that we've got. We have 50 sessions because we can do that. We try to bring in a good mix of Lions-related training, non-Lions-related interests, and just some other stuff that was just kind of casual and fun. One of those that I'm going to cheat a little bit and show you, and I'm just going to pop it up real quick so we can just see it for just a moment, and that is this one right here. I don't know if you can see that well, but that's Michelle Berry from The Office.
Yeah. Can't hear anything.
So that's what we've got, sessions like that. And again, this is a 15-minute session, a little less than that. It's something that you could do for your club meeting. And we've got other sessions that are in here that are 45 minutes long and others that are half-hour long. The key is, when you look at what the title is, right below it, it says MD19-3/4, 45 minutes. MD19-1/2, 30 minutes. And MD19 1/4, that is 15 minutes or less. We got everything broken down for you real nice and easy. And I think that's about all I can share with you. You can set up your calendar schedule. The opening session, some of the intermissions, the general sessions are mandatory only in as much as they will fill in your calendar automatically when you get registered, so you know to come back and enjoy those. But other than that, it's kind of just a catch-all for everybody to go and do whatever they need to do and say hello. We also have a chat room, much like we got with Zoom, in each one of the sessions. And then there's a chat lounge where you can just talk to everybody that actually pops in and says hello in that. So that is, in a nutshell, what we've got for the convention. $20 investment. You can spend a day or 30 days with that $20. It's a whole lot cheaper than what we would do in a traditional manner. But we have to do something, and we've got to get our people here because this is a way to stay connected. We talk about clubs struggling right now. Bellingham Central, my club, we've got 85 in there, and we're getting maybe 15 or 20 at a meeting if we're doing good online. We're trying to find something to do. I heard you guys doing kettle corn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, making some good money for you.
Right.
How did you get into that? Who brought up that idea, and how did that go about? Because that's something that's drawing your club together, and that's excellent. So we'd like to talk about that and throw that up in the chat session or something when you want to. I'm going to open it up to any questions. You guys want any more sneak previews? I can get you into that. But that's the MD19 annual convention. First virtual, 99th annual.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
How many are registered so far?
As of last count, which was about an hour ago, we had 260.
Good.
Right. Good.
We've got room for 500.
Okay.
Maryland.
Peter, what was the section where you put your name in and interests in your email?
That's going to be under update my profile.
Oh, so you go to my profile on the side of the screen?
Yeah, you can either go over here or into the buttons, and then there'll be an edit ability in that.
We can't do that yet, right?
No.
You cannot get into it at the moment to do that. No. You will do that after you get the Eventbrite coupon that they sent you. Means absolutely nothing. Don't need any of that information on there because we're going to load all that into, and then you're going to be able to set up your profile.
Okay.
Mark Kelch has a question in the chat box.
Okay.
How will you be doing the memorial session?
That has actually been one of the more challenging ones. We do have the Linden Lions hosted that. It is an on-demand session, which means it's in the library. We tried to figure out how we could do it live, but trying to coordinate 9 district governors at the same time. You know what I'm talking about, herding cats. No, it was just, we were going to have such a wide range of video quality that we just thought we had to put it all together in one. It is a pre-recorded session. Patty Allen was the district governor during last year. She is actually representing all the district governors and read all the names. We do have that set up as a video to watch. The video is as good as we could make it, quality wise. We just don't have the right video equipment to do the service justice. We do have it up there. There's also a PowerPoint slideshow. We've got part of it that lists the names. Names were read, candles were lit, and it was really a good service. But it is a pre-recorded session.
Okay. Real?
Very cool.
Yeah. All right.
We're good?
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
I feel privileged to have you come.
Great job, Peter.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, the company that we're using is the company my wife works for. So we got a substantial discount on this whole program package.
Oh, really?
Okay, good.
She works for Eventbrite?
No, she works for Hub. which is the hub HUBB, is actually out of Vancouver, Washington, and they're the company that does this stuff.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you very much. You guys, it takes just a few seconds to register, so if you haven't registered yet, it takes a few seconds, so not very long at all. So.
And Darlene, people who are not club officers can also attend, correct?
Yes.
In fact, you were encouraged to attend to learn more about lions.
Open to all lions.
Yes.
It's the only way I know to learn more and more and more about lions.
Pat?
So Peter, I guess the virtual digital question is, if I really don't want to attend, can I send my avatar?
It's funny you should ask that. I had started talking as a joke about having an avatar in this, and I'm willing to do this. My wife does not think it's funny at all because it is something they have tried to develop and they're just not there yet.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay.
So no, your avatar is not welcome there.
I was just trying to dude.
Well, thank you, Peter, for your presentation today. It's very informative, and hopefully more Lions will show up. We'll register by the end of the week, within the next couple of days. So,
I should mention that, yes, the registration actually will shut down Friday evening at 6:00.
Okay.
And that's just to make sure that we can get everybody pushed over into this system. So if you try to get registered after 6:00 on Friday, you'll need to talk to me directly, and I can work it on through the backside, but you're not going to be able to get in through event right after that.
Okay.
Make your decision before then.
Okay. So you got a couple
We
days.
just called Rebecca direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, me.
All right. Well, thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. I don't have any. I have not got anything back from Rex yet on any times or anything, so we'll just have to kind of play it by ear.
Pat's got a question.
Yeah, Pat.
I just want to acknowledge Marilyn Patterson for taking over my program chair duties for the month of November.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It's my Lions family has got my back, and I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, we're all set for the month, so.
Yeah, I'd like to mention maybe next week about that one too, if I could.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I attended Fort Vancouver Lions a couple of times. I saw their newsletter, and they had some excellent programs for their club. And so I invited myself and said I'd really like to sit in on it. So next week was a program that I watched from the Washington State School for the Blind. And the superintendent, whose first name is Scott, I believe it's McCallum, has been there since 2016. So we've probably heard from someone from the school, but it's been several years. And so he's a great guy, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if you see a lion that's not on here today, let him know. It will be a very interesting program, very informative.
And it will start earlier. I mean, start like at
as early 10 after is fine.
10 after,
He has another meeting at 1:00, so he needs to be first
Yeah.
on the agenda. Is all.
That's next week, Marilyn?
Yes.
That's next week.
Yeah.
And Cindy has it on her on in the Roar, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we'll start. We'll do a little bit at the first, but then he'll be right away so that he can go to other meeting. Not a problem. And we can do all the more of the informational stuff towards the end.
Sure.
So
another passionate individual too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anybody?
Thank you so much, Peter.
Greg.
Yeah. Question for Hal.
Okay.
Hal, you listening?
Hal. No, he's muted.
Muted it on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat, when you talk to your brother, ask him when he's going to have his lobotomy.
Actually, Greg, that's already come up. They don't have any buy one, get one frees. I figured since they were so close, I mean, they're inches away. Inches. But no. Nope, couldn't talk the doc into it.
Oh. Okay, any other information for today? Hopefully by next week we will have more information on the lights and have to do it pretty quickly, but if I hear anything from Rex, I will let Cindy know, and Cindy can send out an email if people want to work on the lights. I haven't heard anything back yet today, so we'll just have to wait and see.
The city is gonna be there on the 18th.
Okay.
I know that for sure. They wanna haul the stuff over on the 15th and 16th, or the 16th and 17th, whatever it is.
Okay.
So I do know that, but as far as me being here to help with the lights.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, see what happens, I guess. Oh. Anybody else have any information or happy breakfast Starbucks? All right.
273.
Oh, hey, all right. All right. Good. So, all right. I am going then to adjourn this meeting, and we will talk to you guys all next Tuesday then. Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Is there any meeting after the meeting?
Meeting after the meeting?
The committee meeting is.
I don't think so.
Okay, I will end it for all. Thank you, Peter.
Yep.
Yep.